Hey guys, this week, I wanted to talk about the dangers of labels from a first-hand experience. And why? Because I feel like a lot of us are putting ourselves in these boxes that we think we should be in or we have to be in based on a label. But the reality of it is we don't have to. And so my experience with labels goes all the way back to when I first started teaching yoga. I was a hippie yoga teacher and I allowed this to define me. I was like, oh, well, if I'm a hippie yoga teacher, I need to look the part. I need to dress the part. And I really allowed this label of a hippie yoga teacher to define me. When 10 years down the road, realizing that's not actually me, but I let it define me and I allowed myself to fill the part of the label. So things like the clothes I was wearing, how I went completely extreme, full no makeup, all natural, no dyeing hair, all of this other stuff, because a hippie yoga instructor needs to walk the walk. They can't just talk the talk. 10 years now, I am fully coming into who I am. And the authentic version of me in teaching yoga is not a hippie yoga teacher. It is about journeying through the body and embodiment. And I don't need to wear the printed kimono to teach anymore. I don't need to wear the flowy boho skirt because I thought I had to for a really long time. And this is what labels do. Is they put us in boxes, and the ego likes labels because it helps us understand. It helps us put it helps us put a box around things. We know where they go, we compartmentalize, right? And so I want you to even just think about a time where it's like, oh, I labeled myself this. And it can even be as simple as stereotypes like I was doing. Not all yoga teachers are hippies. We don't all need to be hippie yoga teachers. And there's actually a very wide range of teaching styles, but the one that I fell prey to was the hippie yoga teacher. Other things that we can label ourselves with and put ourselves in. I'm a good mom, right? So that's a really big label that a lot of women fall into, being a good mom. And when they have that label of a good mom, they think that spending money on themselves makes them a bad mom because their money should be spent on their kids. Labels like, I'm a boss babe. Do you remember when we had that era of boss babe and we were all fighting to be independent, do it all on our own? Labeling yourself that and still falling into that, we're burning ourselves out. We're showing up in certain ways. We're downing coffee like it's IV bags in our system because we feel like the need to show up. Oh, the boss babe drinks a lot of coffee and gets shit done. Other labels that we come across, even just small little minute labels. I want you to think for a second. There's a few of them that I have floating around, but think of those small little labels. Okay. Oh, I'm health conscious. Okay. How far do you take that label? And these tiny little labels are dangerous because they put us in these boxes where we limit self-expression. Because really, in reality, we're fragments of these labels, but we don't actually need them. So who am I? Well, what are you? What do you do? Well, I'm Brittany. I'm me. And so what does that fit under? I teach yoga. I have a clinical herbal practice. I have a product line. I love animals. I am health conscious. I love pasta. Who am I? But you can't define all that in one label. Oh, I'm Brittany, I'm me. And we get to decide who we are. But society likes to put us in boxes and we allow it to happen. And that's where labels get dangerous. Oh, I'm a psychic, so all I do is read psychics and I need the crystal ball and I need to look the part, but that's not true. Being psychic is part of who you are, okay? Being a mom is part of who you are. Being a sister, being brother, that's a part of who you are. That isn't your identity. And we cling to the identities because we think we need to follow the steps other people took and filled those boxes with. But really, you are here as you, and you get to decide who you want to be. You get to walk the path. You get to say, yes, I am a yoga teacher. No, I don't smoke a lot of weed and do a bunch of mushrooms. Okay? You get to decide these things. You get to break stereotypes and you get to define yourself. And so don't let labels keep you in boxes. I have done this my entire life, fit in a box, because on a root level, we want to be accepted by society. We want to be accepted by our peers. We have the fear of being exiled. And without community, we don't survive. So we allow ourselves to fit into these boxes because it gives us a sense of community. But something that actually Jess said at this last weekend retreat is, you won't find your people unless you're yourself. And if that is your identity, if you are the hippie yoga instructor, your people will find you when you embrace that. Maybe you've been conditioned to be a corporate professional, but you let that label you and you showed up as that, but really inside you is the hippie yoga instructor that you want to be. Let yourself be and define yourself, and let yourself walk down the path that is designed for you. Because if you're not yourself, your people can't find you. So don't let labels keep you stuck and in boxes.